Hello, welcome. This is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports. How's everybody doing today? Of course, last week we saw the Lions drop one to the NFC North rivals, Minnesota Vikings. Um, it was actually a very disappointing game. The Lions did not play up to standards and was caught basically with their pants down. I'm not going to give them any excuses. I do know that there was some uh, bad calls and stuff like that, but I don't think that was what cost them the game as much as um, lack of preparedness, lack of sheer aggression, lack of sheer dominance, because they were the ones that got dominated on special teams uh, and other parts of the broadcast or other parts of the game. Uh, when you're the so-called leader of the pack, you got to just go on and put everybody else down. And I guess that's one thing that's missing from the Lions this year than what we have seen in the last few previous years. Um, a lot of questions have been being called um, with John Morton's play calling. Hey, that could be it. And I'll tell you what, if John Morton can't get the job done, get him the hell out of here. You know, more news has surfaced about how he has really uh, did on fired from his other jobs and stuff like that, was basically because of lack of this stuff that we have seen. I've got enough talent on the team to go ahead and actually win. And there's sometimes when I don't know, you just got to go ahead and take this damn ball into your own hands and just go ahead and shove it down people's throats. You know, this is what the Lions need to do. They just need to go ahead. I mean, there's so far in two games we have seen uh, the Lions just go ahead and basically be manhandled. Um, with, of course, the Commanders, we can't see that happen with the Commanders. Uh, we've seen that happen last year, unfortunately, with the Commanders. Of course, they had Jalen Daniels. Now, Jalen Daniels being out, we cannot just go ahead and rest on our ass and expect nothing to happen and them not to show up or anything like that. We can't do that. But I'll be watching the game once again at the Cinema Carousel, which is Celebration C Cinema. It's a private event um, where you can go ahead and actually see the games are complimentary. Um, that way, that way I get to watch them on a big screen and really get to see a lot of the plays a lot better. When yeah, I know I got pretty big TV, but I don't have a TV as big as what the theater has. So, but I don't know. They need to show dominance, and that's what they need to do. They need to go ahead and just take the game in their hands and say, "We won't be denied. We won't go ahead and um, we won't go ahead and just sit on our ass and let them go ahead and beat the hell out of us, like Minnesota did, and like of course the damn Packers did." But uh, we know that the NFC North is a very, very, very competitive uh, bunch of people. And I'll tell you what, I'm sorry I can't see in comments right now because I'm doing this live. I do appreciate anybody's comments, but don't think that I'm ignoring or not answering them. It's just that I really can't see them on his phone right now because that's what I got. But the Lions just need to go ahead and play ball and just show they're that much better than the rest of the pack. Uh, I don't think, you know, if, if if you look at how this team is built and with the weapons we got, there's no darn reason the Lions should have lost these last couple of games. Uh, there's no reason. It's just the Lions should have won this game, should have won, you know, they could have won the game, uh, but they just didn't. They didn't really show up prepared. They seemed like they were um, on the back burner, playing too much catch up and stuff like that. But the Lions just need to go ahead and grasp themselves and just take the thing into their own and just kind of shove it down people's throats. You know, I want to see that raw aggression. I want to see that uh, dominance. I, you know, I just want to see them get to it. Just take it to the commanders. Show the league they're that much better than anybody else. Don't talk about it, just do it. Especially when you got their leader, Jaden Daniels, which is out for the game. You know, that's what you got. Jaden Daniels will not be in this game at all. It's just, he's hurt. He could be hurt for the rest of the season, but he won't be showing up. So Lions just need to go ahead and um, play like he's there. Though. Go in there and just really just show them that we're that much better than them. And I mean, they got owned the Commanders. They got to own the Commanders. I don't know if the Lions are really, if they're that damn good, then they got to do it. You know. And I'll tell you what, I'm not totally sold on John Morton. I'm not blaming him for everything and stuff like that. You know, players need to play too. But you know, these play calls need to be made because you got an offense here that is has so many weapons. You know that you should be able to figure it out. You know, you should be able to figure it out. One of the things about Johnny Morton is, you know, he doesn't always use his everybody. You know, I mean, you know, you got to be able to figure it out. And uh, let's just hope that we can go ahead and. I'm not going to pick the score of the ball game. I just want to see the Lions beat them by at least 20 points. That's what I think. The Lions are that much better of a team that they should be able to beat the Commanders without their starting quarterback by at least 20 points. All right, that's what that's what I want to see. You know, um, it's just, and I will tell you, it's gotten cooler being in, being in the um, theaters to watch it because right now you're seeing more and more and more Detroit Lions fans coming. You know, people with Lions um, jerseys on. Of course, the big one is number 97, Aiden Hutchinson. You know, you see people with golf number on, and of course St. Brown. But of course the biggest one being, I think that is noticeable is of course 97 right now. Um, you see more and more coming into it. Uh, I might go into the show pretty soon into theater, but there was a show playing beforehand, so I don't know what when it let out. But hey, I want to thank everybody for coming, and and of course, you can't be one jersey that will live on. I think no matter how many years past has been, the one jersey that's going to live on is, of course, going to be Barry Sanders. The best running back that the Lions have ever known. Uh, we'll get to see what Jamar. I mean, who knows how Jamar Gibbs' career will end. Uh, well, he might be considered the best by the time he's done. I don't know, but Barry Sanders, nobody ran that like Barry, and at that time, nobody had, the Lions were not the team that he was, you know, uh, the Lions did not have the team that you have now. Barry didn't have the team that behind. So, in saying that, I'm going to see probably we move around a little bit right now because I do want to get up and get the um, get into theater and stuff like that. If it's not noisy enough, I will keep if it's not too noisy, I'll keep broadcasting in the city theater. Maybe I might be able to get a couple lines um, fans to go ahead and come on and say how they think the Lions are going to do today. But so I'm going to shut the camera off just for now while I get up. Okay. All right. So let's see. Every time, at least in the cinema theaters of the Lions, uh, we showing theater number 9. Don't look like they're Lions people in the theater yet. But and of course, I'm actually not. I got the camera at me right now, so that I don't unfortunately.
For the rest
Yeah, I'm good with I'm good with the Lions don't with the 17 Lions.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that.
Lions got too many good players to do that.
Yeah, you got too many good players now. Go back to that. Get those stop signs.
Yeah, we do.
Let's have better coach too. Like a coach who isn't scared to actually do something. Like,
What's his big for this team?
Yeah.
He's the one who lost 0-16.
Yep.
And so he knows how it feels and bringing us back to, winning.
you really just kind of sold it.
Yeah. it's-
Everything that sucks, Lions look so good. Just tickets on suspension.
Amen. That's true. Tickets are one of the most expensive. Yeah, well,
We went twice last year. We went to the Dallas game.
oh, I'm fine. I'm actually on YouTube right now. Yeah, I'm Maniac Tim from Maniac Sports YouTube, and I mean, if you guys want to say something, you can. Like go Lions.
Um,
Hey, go Lions. Yep. Go Lions. Yeah, so you were at the Dallas game last year, and what?
The Dallas game, Hutch broke his leg,
Yeah,
and then they didn't say anything about it while we were there. Like, we didn't find out until we like watched YouTube and TV and stuff like that. And then we went when they played the Vikings for the first week.
oh, okay. I went to the game after that when they lost to the Commanders in the playoffs.
I
So
went to the
I know it was sad. Oh yeah, I know. Right. Right. That's true. That's true.
Did you see the players for this game? Joseph is still out. Didn't he play last game? No.
Yeah, I think it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I know Aaron had been out, or did he come back? No, I think he did come back, but he got hurt yesterday, or not? Last week. Yeah. So would you guys? Okay. Would you guys be bad for a few years to win a Super Bowl now? If the Lions were like if the Lions were like at that place where they only needed like one or two players to actually make it and win the Super Bowl, would you mortgage the future for a few years in order to actually win the Super Bowl? Let's say if you could get like a couple, like edge rusher and a secondary, but you had to give up future draft picks. Would you do that now and be the people we have and also get in a couple players that would really put us over the top?
We already got a lot of good players. Like a few draft picks for Super Bowl now. That's not going to hurt anything. That might help us actually.
Yeah.
It's going to give us a big team to boost. And this is the key. But it'll help the Lions no longer be the only few of the teams that never won Super Bowl in
Right.
many years.
Well, they're the only original team that was in the original NFL that has not won the Super Bowl. You do have Cleveland too, but Cleveland is not really the original Cleveland because the original Cleveland is the Baltimore Ravens. So the only team that's been around since since before the Super Bowl era is the Detroit Lions that has not even been to a Super Bowl.
The difference between us and the Browns, we have potential.
Oh, yeah, right, exactly. I mean, yeah,
The Browns are one of the teams that it's a Dallas and few other teams.
yeah, okay, yeah, all right.
I do have to say, these late night games.
Yeah, but especially I work on second shifts on Mondays. If I can't get off,
I was thinking a lot of later games this year.
Yeah.
4:25 on Monday night games. It's like, what am I supposed to do after work these days? Like you.
Yeah.
Certain shifts, so I can't always watch these games.
Uh-huh.
I don't want.
And it's a lot of you know, that you have to.
right.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
It's also I don't want to wait all day to watch the Lions. I want to watch them on 1 o'clock.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
because waiting sucks.
Mhm.
I want to come here, watch the Lions dominate, and be happy the rest of the day.
Right.
Plus, I get bored when you're waiting.
I like that. I like you want to watch the Lions dominate. That's it. You don't want to watch them squeak by.
I've had my fair share of the. How many years have we done that? Barely winning games. Now I'm just being able to win games actually win some kick many field fight fields.
Right.
I'm tired of those days.
The one thing that I've noticed about the Lions this year is, even though each player has their own place,
Yeah, yep.
they're still doing other people's jobs.
Right.
They're working as. I feel like you don't really see that as much. Nope, I don't do that. I'm not gonna tackle them, you know.
Right.
We have
Yeah.
a kicker, depending, like,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
have a kicker making tackles. Jared Goff running the ball for you.
when it get, when one.
Right.
He's still slow for a quarterback, but I mean, you know, it's Jared Goff. I don't expect him to be breaking up 50 yard running plays.
Yeah, he's not a running quarterback, but I mean that also may keep him healthy too because he's not going to be tackled as much.
The one, I can't remember who he plays for. He ran the ball and he broke his non-throwing hand. That was
Right. That's actually who were. No, that's not true. But I mean,
it was a broken his ankle.
Are the Commanders?
that's what we're playing this week.
That's who we're playing.
That's what. Yeah, Jalen Daniels.
Yeah. No, he can still get in his
Elbow.
So, like that.
That was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
it's not
Right, but still, they showed the replay. You could clearly tell because you could see the bone
Yeah.
sticking through, and you're like, yeah, that's not supposed to be like
Did you
that.
break it or just?
Dislocated.
Dislocated. And the game was because he's going to be out.
I think that's a season ending.
Yeah. And the game was already over. They shouldn't have had him in there at that time.
Yeah. Because it was what was it, like 30 to 14 at that point.
Yeah.
So obviously you were in the game as well. Because I've been seeing a lot of Commanders fans saying that too. Like, why in the game at this point? Well, they're not going to win, so why?
Yeah. Why keep him in there?
A lot of these coaches are, I don't know, this is just me, but all these coaches seem to be like stupid decisions.
Right.
I don't get it. Like, well, they don't act like coaches. They act like,
I've also noticed that a lot more teams, since, Dan Campbell's been a coach, a lot more teams go for whatever.
Right.
yeah.
Now, how do you think Johnny Morton's doing? Do you think? I mean, do you like him? Are you unsure?
I mean, he's not that business, so I can't really.
Definitely not Matt Patricia, that's for sure.
I mean,
But
considering we're not with 5 weeks, well, with 5 weeks, and we're not we're not being laughed at anymore. I mean, I can't really say too much about him yet.
right,
Plus, I don't know. He was in the defensive coordinator. No,
he's the offense coordinator. He took over Ben Johnson's job.
I think he's doing a good job. Yeah, I'm thinking of Kevin Shepard, the defensive coordinator. He's doing a good job too.
Yeah. I didn't think so much last.
No.
The only thing, the thing that I have noticed though is that when you do a trick play, it doesn't seem as natural as it was under Ben Johnson. You know, it's like it's just,
You have to remember that also too.
it's always quite questionable.
Johnson, all good. We kind of proved we didn't really accept the need Ben Johnson, but still,
Oh,
you know, so like all the talk was the Lions are going to be garbage now that Ben Johnson's gone. You know, I didn't really believe that when they said that. So I mean, I hate all the haters of the Lions because, you know.
Well, see, if you're actually a good team, you're not gonna, because all good teams go through that.
Yeah.
Where you lose your coordinators and stuff like that. Yeah,
But
so
I
it's,
think they should make a rule where they can't be interviewing for spots during.
Right. I thought that.
exactly, that is a rule. They got to get permission from the team. Now, what the Lions should have done was said, no, you cannot interview until after, because the Lions could have actually, but
I think
like,
we could have went further if that never happened.
right,
I do. I think if they didn't decide to go for the money and stuff, trying to get us to the Super Bowl, they could have beat the Commanders. But the greed got us.
right.
That cost us the game and the bye week, but mainly the fact that the coaches were more interested in getting an interview during the bye week
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
working on improving and doing great against the Commanders, and that's where we got shut out.
Yeah. And it kind of stings that he went with the Bears, a divisional rival. Where at least
Well, we made
and
for
Glenn
that
went
back
to
in
the other,
So there was that play where it was stumble bumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Lions did it and it worked.
Right,
So then Ben Johnson was like, okay, we're gonna try that again. It didn't work.
right, yeah.
Well, there's only, let's look at the Bears suck. No, I'm honest, they're not the same as the Lions.
Oh, no.
They may have Ben Johnson, but that doesn't mean they're gonna be the same level as Ben Johnson. I mean, as the Lions. I mean, look at Caleb Williams.
Mhm.
I was always saying he's a bust, and he still is, in my opinion.
Right,
The Bears don't have the same pieces we do. That's why they can't get away with it as much. Plus, we've developed, we've had years to develop culture when Dan Campbell came by, so we've been able to work as a team. The
Mhm.
Bears are still rebuilding.
Yeah.
That's why they couldn't get away with high strict plays, but they're not on the same rhythm yet.
what the Bears are trying to do is take our identity. We created our own.
Yeah.
You know, and that's,
But I feel deep down, the Lions have always been a special kind of team,
yeah,
especially with those fans. Like,
oh, yeah.
even though we've lost many
I know.
games,
Way
the
too many,
fans
yeah,
are still there.
that's true.
Even
So-
Yeah.
even the band, well, maybe not the bandwagons, but the fans. I've never seen Ford Field as full as this the last few years of Dan Campbell's. Like it's always been cheap tickets, but still people didn't always come because every year it's either you either get a win or a close win or you lose. I was tired of that. I mean,
Yeah.
you drive 4 hours to Detroit just to watch them lose. That's not fun.
No, oh,
And if you went there and they won, that was a good day.
yeah, it was, it was.
And but if you went there and they were winning and they blew it, you ruined your day is ruined for the rest of the day.
So what's your prediction on the game? Score?
Today, I think it's going to be at least. I think it's going to Lions should. I feel like put up 40 points. I mean, we're playing the Commanders. They have no offense right now. It's all defeated. We're playing with chips on their shoulders since they humiliated us at home. They're in the playoffs, so I think the Lions can put up an easy 40 points. I mean, we've done it before with other teams. We put up 52 against the Bears, so there's no way we shouldn't be able to put at least close to 40 against the Commanders. I mean, our defense makes me a little nervous, but I feel like the Commanders are going to put up at least 21 points. Like they still got Marcus Mariota and a few other players, but I think the Lions definitely got this game. Right, at least the Commanders are going to feel pain today.
Yeah.
Jamal Gibbs is going to and David Montgomery are going to have a great field day. And these teams, Marshawn Lattimore ain't going to be able to cover Amon Ross St. Brown.
He needs to catch a little better. He's been a little off lately.
That's not
Yeah.
very common for him. Like he's been catching everything. I don't know what happened last game, but today I feel like they're all going to play better. Jared Goff, he hasn't really been throwing as many receptions as he used to, so I'm proud of that.
Right,
Like I mean, yeah, he's had like a few this season, but compared to before, I'll take the few he's had compared to the double digits he's had before.
Right.
But yeah, our offense is stacked. I mean, I'm not worried about the Commanders. The Eagles, on the other hand, I'm a little worried about because Saquon, but AJ Brown. But other than that,
and one thing about the Eagles is they do seem to always be adding. You know, they'll lose people in free agency and stuff like that, but during the trade deadline, they always grab a couple people, and that keeps you present.
and the other
So, Lane, we're just-
Yeah.
we're just talking. You wanna go?
You can go in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay.
Some actually went in there already. They already went in there. Some people already went in there after they got done cleaning. That's why we're kind of out here at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
yeah, this could be.
Right.
It's yeah.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that.
I mean, he wants to have the Commanders need the new stadium after that. Trump Stadium. Man, I don't want that. I don't want that.
No.
But yeah, I'm not really worried about this game. I think we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more people here.
Some places they don't play their They don't call them big, penalties.
Right, yeah, and that's,
Players that don't have any, like, jersey back.
Yeah, they're calling penalties against players we don't even know are on the team, but they don't even know what the penalties are.
and they're key pivot penalties too. They're not,
Yeah. Like penalties that they had no one really knows the rules on, like that
Right.
City Chiefs game where they threw the ball down and then they called it back for some.
and it was not a review, right, it was not a reviewable play, even if it was,
But because we were playing an Arrowhead, they made
yeah,
it like,
right, yeah,
I can't think of one team that like, I can't think of one person other than Chiefs fans who actually find the Chiefs tolerable. Like every time I see the Chiefs, no, I think she's only, I don't even know why she goes.
well, that's her man's in there, so
Yeah.
that's,
But how
Yeah.
long is it gonna be before she dumps him? I mean, that's her pattern. She dates someone, dumps someone.
Well, apparently they're engaged, so.
So
Right. but I mean, let's hope it's pretty soon because
I don't like the Chiefs. They piss me
Yeah.
off. Like, they're not.
no, they're not. Well, anytime,
He has top attention as soon as you get the ball and he yells at his coach. and
Mhm.
just went down.
right,
Like,
anytime you need a because that's what I call them. It's a participation win because they didn't really beat the Lions. They needed help to do it, so they were given a participation. Right,
Only the Chiefs.
yeah,
Only the Chiefs. But you know,
yeah,
Patrick Mahomes, he's not the MVP. I don't know why. I don't know what all this Mahomes craze is. Like Chris Collinsworth, he gets me annoyed. But every time he talks about Mahomes, he's like, "Oh,
right,
Mahomes is the greatest thing since breathing."
right,
But he's not. This Josh Allen is definitely not at it.
right.
Lamar Jackson, JD5, Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff,
Sam Darnold's actually been.
Yeah,
Carson
yeah,
Wentz.
Now, last year when he played for the Vikings, he sucked, but this year he got good back.
right,
Daniel Jones.
And I feel like that's how people are with certain teams, like Jared Goff, you know, was good, but it wasn't a team that was good.
Right.
When he got traded, that was better.
right.
When I was traded after Jared Goff and myself, and I was shocked. I was like, "Oh no, this is going to cost us." But no, I think that was the start of something that turned the Lions into a name that actually commanded respect for once and not
Right.
something you would step on and leap on the bottom and shoot.
Yeah.
I was tired of those.
Yeah.
I wish Megatron would come back because I think
So who would you rather have under center? Jared Goff or Matthew Stafford?
well considering I've seen both.
His name's.
I don't know why.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Matthew Stafford was fine as quarterback, but he just couldn't get the job done. I don't think
Right.
Matthew Stafford was able to get us college to go play.
But do you think? Okay. Do you think, in all honesty, do you think that is because Jared Goff has a better team?
I think
Yeah.
because Jared Goff has more weapons, he obviously has a better offensive line now, so he's more time to throw. He's got two options to hand off the ball too. He's got tight ends now. He's got experience, so I think Jared Goff is better. I think the trade worked well because Jared Goff is doing better in Detroit than he was in LA, and Matthew Stafford is doing better now than he was in Detroit.
Right.
So I think
Well, I feel like at the time of the trade, LA had better players than the Lions.
right.
And
Right.
when they made the trade, then that's when we got the better players, so.
Right. We use that to make our team better. So,
Plus, Jared Goff gives off like this vibe, like where all his players feel like I mean, Matthew Stafford was fine and all, but he just didn't. It wasn't the same connection, like
Right.
the same bond
right.
that he
He
has.
seems like
with
more of
those
a brotherhood
Yeah,
now.
like they respect
Back
him.
then.
Like
Mhm.
you didn't really see his linemen protecting Matthew Stafford
Yeah.
because you didn't feel like he
Basically you had two, the Matthew Stafford played, you had two people on offense that mattered, and that was Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
You didn't have what was spread out. And Matthew Stafford, he had great comeback, but
Right.
he could also go ahead and kill you with an interception. Being that gunslinger that he is.
Right.
You know.
Look at Matthew Stafford to say, who do we really have for weapons options other than Calvin Johnson?
Right.
Other than that, I can't really think. I don't even. I can't remember any of the players we had before. Other than that, I mean, I've been a fan for my entire life, but I'm young, so I don't remember. But we had Barry Sanders way back before my time, but we haven't really
I
had
watched a Green Card the other day, and they said that the reason why he just put the ball was because he felt like he had more potential for a team that was not going.
Right.
Still loyal to the Lions, that's why he retired.
Yep. The only thing that I hated was how he retired.
What was that?
The only thing the only drawback where I did not like how he retired.
just got up and
By going ahead and basically having his dad, or I think they should have probably gave him one more year and just said, this is my last year. That would be, but as far as a player, it was, he was a great player and stuff like that. I just did not like the way he retired. I don't blame him for retiring, but just the method that he used.
I feel like if Barry plays with today's Lions, he would play long. He would have been able to be consistent. I feel like Jamal Gibbs, the modern day Barry Sanders for the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
David Montgomery, he's a tank, but he's not Barry Sanders. But
Right.
I think Jamal Gibbs.
I didn't know he was an old quarterback in his whole.
Neither did I.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
No, that was David Montgomery, not Jamal Gibbs. Wait, was it Jamal Gibbs?
Oh, David.
David Montgomery, yeah. I think that's what they had him for the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
and then they called back.
Good. Did they? I
Oh,
thought-
when he's there, golf.
No, that was in that was against the Chiefs. No, he threw it in. He was from Ohio.
Yeah.
I feel like St. Brown is a modern day Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we had those two players today.
It's 4:11, so probably want to get in. All right. Well, this is Maniac Tim with Maniac Sports, and I'm going to be signing off right now. I will be back later on, and go Lions.